Hello, my name's Amy and I follow a lot of people on YouTube, especially I Drank the Seawater and Just Lottie and some other people, and basically I find what everyone says really useful, and it's taught me a lot of things about myself and my behaviours. But there's one thing that I've never really come across on YouTube that affects me quite a lot, and it actually affects my recovery, and it's how sexual abuse as a child affects your sexual relationships as an adult. And I apologise if it has been covered, but I just haven't come across it. So I wanted to talk about my own personal experience with that and how it affects me, even now. Basically, I was sexually abused as a child, and I've never, as an adult, been able to have a proper sexual relationship with a man. I have been out with several people, been in fairly long-term relationships, and my first long-term partner I was not able to have sex with, and every few months when it got to the time where we should be sleeping together, I would split up with him, and then a few months later we'd get back together, and then do the same again. As soon as it got near the time where the pressure was put on, I'd freak and I'd split up with him again. Basically this all came to a head when we'd been going out for 8 months, and he dumped me because I wouldn't sleep with him. But it was something I just couldn't get over. I couldn't do it. No matter how hard I tried, I'd try and get drunk, everything like that, just so that I could, be normal and be with him, because having a sexual relationship is something that is normal, and I wanted to be normal. So he actually dumped me, and to my horror, he actually told a lot of my friends the reason why we'd split up, which was very hard to deal with, because I couldn't explain to anyone why I hadn't been able to sleep with him. So I unfortunately, after that, decided that I was going to make myself sleep with people. So I started drinking excessive amounts of alcohol and going out to clubs by myself and just taking home any man that paid me the slightest bit of interest. And sometimes I wouldn't even remember sleeping with them. Sometimes I'd just wake up in the morning and there they were, and I wouldn't know who they were. Sometimes I'd kick them out straight after sex. It could be 2, 3 in the morning. And this went on for quite a while. And I'm quite ashamed of my behaviour, because it's never been in me to do that. But it was just my way of trying to make myself be normal. Anyway, I stopped that behaviour. It took a long time, but I did manage to stop it. And then I met this man who was really lovely, and so we started seeing each other, and my alcohol consumption just increased ridiculously because I wanted to be normal, and so I was drinking heavily every day, and we were having a sexual relationship, but I wasn't participating in it. It was, him having sex with me, and I'd just lie there and let it happen. Quite often I'd cry in the middle of sex. Sometimes, I'd just lie there and completely switch off. Sometimes I was too drunk to even remember what I was doing. And this went on for quite a while, until the psychologist I was seeing suggested maybe we shouldn't have sex, and that we needed to build up to it, And so we started off we went to having no sex, and we would have a few weeks where it was just nothing at all. Then it was a few weeks where cuddling, and the idea was to move up to sex. But unfortunately, my partner, he wasn't really able to stick to the plan, and one day he came home and just did it, and I was too scared to stop him. So once again, I felt abused, basically. I thought I could trust him, but obviously not. Anyway, we split up, and now I'm single and have been for nearly 2 years. And for me, I don't ever want to be in a position again where I need to have sex. So the only way I've kind of been able to get on with my life is to accept that that is something that I'm never going to be able to do. And it's hard because I've always wanted children and, family. But I can't have a normal relationship with somebody. The pressure it puts on me is unbelievable, and it makes me more depressed. I self-harm a lot more, and it's just something I've had to accept that I can't do. My psychologist says that, it's all about meeting the right person, but I just don't feel like I can go through the feelings that I've gone through in the past trying to be normal. So the only way for me is to accept that it's just not going to happen for me. And I feel a lot better myself having decided that, because I feel like all the pressure's finally been taken off me. And you never know, maybe one day my psychologist might be right and I might meet this man who everything clicks with, but like I say, for me it's easier to just accept it's not going to happen. And yeah, I feel a lot better for it. I don't know if anyone else finds this and is in the same situation. It would be interesting to hear back if anyone is. Anyway, take care, bye.